Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers.
The Packers take over.
Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all offseason in free agency and through the draft. Did they acquire enough pieces to help their all-star quarterback Aaron Rodgers? Just think about the last 2 years for him. 51 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, and rallied the Packers to 13 regular season wins last year and a trip to the NFC Championship game. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and the Packers are hoping to take the next step.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Harris on the tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Third down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Adams, incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and...
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be... First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And a nice job here to down this this one right on the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to number
Davante Adams, 92 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years, because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former 2nd-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a 1st-round pick in the NFL. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
At the 31. It's a gain of 5.
Running left on the toss, Abdullah. And they bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the Packers.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
40-yard line.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Cousins pass. Intended for Adam Thielen.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And This will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Jones, the ball carrier. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Complete to
I
Alan
remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up second on the team in receiving yards as he developed and got better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To Alan Lazard. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Jones.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Again, the ball carrier.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Lewis has it, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 9.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They go screen with Dillon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Complete to A.J. Dillon. A gain of
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen. Anytime I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And we remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. Not much there, only a yard.
To Adam Thielen. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
A second down run for Abdullah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position we're thinking about.
Remains tied.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. He'll get this to Lazard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And Adams has it, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's discuss Amir Abdullah. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. It's like they used to call him the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him in football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that's complete to Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And 1 yard to go.
From the gun, Rodgers able to find Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got Rodgers. 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and the staff approach halftime? Will they be angry? Will they be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They run again on first down. Cook, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. Down to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Cousins. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 30.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Brandon Carr there to make the stop. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams is intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And Dooley to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
14.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Cousins now. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 2nd down at 7. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Dalvin Cook.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
17.
So So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
Jones, the ball
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Well, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you gotta like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Josh Jackson, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, and that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
To number 17, Devontae Adams.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 90 seconds remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Catch at the 5-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Cousins again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Green Bay, hey.